Welcome to Dominic Sports Picks, your winning edge. Hello and welcome, everyone. At Dominic Sports Picks, we are a team of seasoned analysts dedicated to providing you with the most insightful and data-driven MLB betting recommendations. Every day, we meticulously break down matchups, trends, and player performances to deliver top-tier picks, over/unders, player props, and parlays, helping you make smarter, more confident betting decisions. Our mission is simple: to combine expert analysis with a passion for the game, giving you the edge you need to succeed. Whether you're a seasoned bettor or just getting started, we're here to guide you with reliable, well-researched insights. Thank you for joining us. Let's make this season a winning one together. Welcome to Dominic Sports Picks. This Monday, July 21st, we have a Caribbean-inspired duel between the San Diego Padres and the Miami Marlins, in which we're going to present three high-value picks: Padres to win, under 9.5 runs, and Randy Vasquez, over 2.5 strikeouts. Here's the full analysis. Pitching matchup. Young Dominican Yuri Perez, 3.42, 3.18 ERA, has been a revelation since his recovery from Tommy John surgery. He's been unstoppable in July, 3.40 with a 0.50 ERA. He hasn't faced San Diego yet, but his recent dominance makes him a tough opponent. Randy Vasquez, 3-for-4, 3.80 ERA, is just stabilizing his performance and is familiar with these Marlins. He's faced them before with a favorable record. Although his strikeout rate isn't high, surpassing 2.5 seems feasible against a Miami offense that struck out 8 times in the last game. Game analysis. The Padres are coming in hot, winning their last 3 series and exploding offensively with 2 grand slams in the recent sweep of Washington. The team has extra motivated players: Machado, a Miami native, and Luis Arraez, who will face his former team. Both provide leadership and experience. Miami, for its part, was in good form, 21-11 in its last 32 games, before losing to Kansas. Its offense has improved but remains inconsistent. Against a starter like Vasquez, who induces ground balls and limits damage, a low-scoring game is expected. Picks and picks. Padres to win. They are more balanced, with a better bullpen and an offense that responds in key moments. Totals under 9.5 runs. Both starters have good command, and the Marlins aren't an explosive team. Even with San Diego's power, it's shaping up to be a closer matchup. Randy Vasquez over 2.5 strikeouts. He's not an elite strikeout artist, but he's surpassed this line in 4 of his last 6 starts and faces a lineup that does strike out. Fun fact: the Padres are 5-2 in their last 7 road games, while Miami has a losing record against winning teams. A game with a special narrative between 2 young Dominican pitchers with a lot of potential. San Diego has the tools and motivation to remain firmly in the wildcard race. Let's go with these 3 picks that combine analysis and opportunity. See you in the next analysis here at Dominic Sports Picks, where baseball is understood and green units are earned. We continue with another winning analysis on Dominic Sports Picks. We have a decisive duel at the top of the American League East: New York Yankees versus Toronto Blue Jays. We're going with 3 key picks for this big game: Yankees to win, over 7 total runs, and Kevin Gausman with under 6.5 strikeouts. Here's the full analysis. Pitching matchup. The Yankees are sending out left-hander Carlos Rodon, 10-6, 3.08 ERA, who has been consistent this season. While his record against Toronto isn't brilliant, 4.85 ERA in 8 outings, in his last start against them he limited the damage to just 2 runs in 5 innings. For the home team, Kevin Gausman, 6-7, 4.19 ERA, has a long record against the Yankees, but not a favorable one this year, in 2 outings, 1 loss, and a 9.39 ERA. His control has been shaky, and he hasn't struck out more than 6 in either of those 2 starts against New York. Each team's momentum. The Yankees come in with confidence after winning 2 of 3 against the Braves and with players like Aaron Judge, 36 home runs, on fire. They also recovered key production from Giancarlo Stanton and Grisham, who hit a grand slam and an epic comeback on Saturday. For the Blue Jays, they remain solid at home with 10 consecutive wins at their stadium, a streak that ties their all-time record. However, their pitching has been punished recently, allowing 6 runs against San Francisco on Sunday. Match analysis. This is a high-voltage offensive matchup, with 2 power-packed lineups and a history of high-scoring games. Gausman has struggled mightily against the Yankees, allowing early rallies. Rodon, though solid, hasn't been dominant against Toronto, so both teams could drive in runs. Recommended picks. Yankees to win. They're motivated after a great series against Atlanta, have a better bullpen, and face a vulnerable Gaussman against them. Over 7 total runs. There have already been 12 and 16-run games between them this season. Both lineups can explode quickly. Kevin Gaussman under 6.5 strikeouts. He hasn't reached that mark in his 2 outings against the Yankees this year and is facing a lineup with good contact. Key fact: in their last 5 games, the Yankees have scored 31 runs. Judge, Stanton, and company are hot at the perfect time. This is a direct duel for the division lead. The Yankees, with a scorching offense and a revenge factor at stake, have the table set to open the series with a win and push the total score above 7 runs. Gaussman, though experienced, has an uphill battle in the matchup. See you in the next analysis here at Dominic Sports Picks, where baseball is lived, analyzed, and won. Dominic Sports Picks, where every play counts and every analysis brings you closer to the greens. This Monday, July 21st, we're heading into a duel between 2 teams with very different realities, but offering value in 3 key picks: the Tampa Bay Rays to win, over 7.5 total runs, and Shane Baz to strike out over 5.5. Here's the full analysis of this Rays-White Sox matchup. Pitching duel. Starting for the Rays is right-hander Shane Baz, 8-5, 4.17 ERA, who is coming off a quality outing against Boston, allowing just 1 run in 6.1 innings. Although he didn't strike out many that day, Baz has surpassed 5.5 Burmese shots in 4 of his last 6 starts and faces a White Sox team that averages over 9 strikeouts per game on the road. Starting for Chicago is rookie Sean Burke, 4-8, 4.36 ERA. Despite some flashes of momentum, they remain unstable. They will face Tampa Bay's explosive offense for the first time, which represents a bigger challenge, especially on the road. Each team's momentum. The White Sox are coming in hot after sweeping Pittsburgh, but let's not forget that this team is still 30 games under .500 and has been very weak all season. The small rebound after the All-Star break doesn't hide the fact that they are one of the worst teams in MLB. On the contrary, the Rays remain in the wildcard race, winning important series, and with key players like Caminero and Yandy Diaz on fire at the plate. The team has won 7 of its last 10 at home and knows that these games against weak opponents are key to staying in the fight. Game analysis. Tampa has the advantage in depth, experience, bullpen, and offense. Although the White Sox have improved in the last week, Tampa has much more at stake, and they face a Burke who doesn't generate outs easily. Additionally, the Rays lineup has multiple producers in form, which puts pressure on them early. Both pitchers have potential, but the offenses are likely to hit regularly. The 7-5 line seems low considering the recent productivity of both teams. Recommended picks. Tampa Bay Rays to win, better rotation, more depth, and they're playing at home against a subpar opponent. Over 7.5 runs, Tampa can score 6 or more runs on its own, and the White Sox have shown the ability to produce against right-handed pitchers. Shane Baz over 5.5 strikeouts, a good opponent to rack up strikeouts, and Baz is on a good pace, looking to reaffirm himself as a reliable arm for Tampa. Key fact. The White Sox are 14-35 on the road this season, while the Rays are 6-2 in their last 8 home starts when Baz pitches. This is a matchup between a playoff contending team and one trying to show improvement. Tampa has the motivation, talent, and context on its side. We're confidently riding the Rays, the over, and Baz's strikeouts. Let's go for those greens. For today, our strongest pick is Tampa Bay Rays to win, backed by our previous analysis and statistical projections of the game. And our best parlay for today is San Diego Padres plus 1.5 to win and Shane Baz at over 5.5 strikeouts, also supported by our previous analysis and statistical fundamentals of the picks. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.